All right, today we're going to break down every essential nutrient your body needs, not just to get by, but to really truly feel its best.
So let's start with a big question. What really fuels you? I mean, yeah, we all know we eat food, but have you ever really stopped to think about what's inside that food that keeps you going every single day? It's honestly way more fascinating than you might think.
You know, the best way to think about it is this. Nutrients are like a super specialized team working inside your body 24/7. Every single member has a very specific job, and they all have to work together perfectly. So let's meet the players, starting with the heavy lifters. First up, we've got the macronutrients. Think of these guys as the energy and build crew. They're the ones you need in large amounts, and they literally form the foundation of your energy and your body's structure. Okay, so let's talk about carbohydrates, your body's #1 source of fuel. But, and this is a big but, not all carbs are created equal. You've got simple carbs, things like candy or soda, which are like a sprinter. You get this super fast, explosive burst of energy, and then you crash. On the other hand, you have complex carbs from foods like whole grains or potatoes. Those are your marathon runners, giving you that slow, steady, reliable energy to keep you going all day long. Next up on the crew, proteins. These are the tireless construction workers inside your body. It's pretty cool, actually. When you eat protein, your body breaks it down into these little things called amino acids, which are basically like Lego blocks that your body can then rebuild into literally anything it needs. And they're so versatile. I mean, think about it. When you work out and your muscles get sore, it's the protein crew that comes in to repair those tiny tears. They also make up the antibodies that act as your own personal army fighting off germs. They even transport crucial stuff like oxygen all through your blood. They're doing it all the time.
And now for probably the most misunderstood member of the team, fats. For a long time, fats got such a bad rap, right? But this quote is a perfect reminder of just how critical they are. Your brain itself is mostly fat.
So the whole key is choosing the right kind of fat. Healthy fats, like the ones you find in avocados and salmon, are the protectors. They form the membrane around every single one of your cells. They cushion your organs like biological bubble wrap, and you absolutely need them to absorb certain vitamins. The unhealthy trans fats in a lot of processed foods, yeah, those are the problem makers you really want to stay away from. Okay, so we've met the heavy lifters. Now let's bring in the specialist squad, the micronutrients. You need these in much smaller amounts, but trust me, their jobs are incredibly specific and absolutely essential for the whole operation to work. Now, vitamins themselves are split into two groups. First, you have the savers. These are fat-soluble vitamins that your body can actually hang on to and store for later. Then you have the spenders, the water-soluble ones. Your body uses these up pretty quickly, which means you need to refill your supply on the regular. And here are just a few of those specialists in action. You've got vitamin A and carrots keeping your vision sharp, vitamin C and oranges boosting your immune system, calcium from dairy making your bones strong, and iron from spinach carrying oxygen through your blood. You can see how, without these specialists, the whole system just starts to break down. Just to give you an idea of how much of a difference these little guys make, take the mineral magnesium. You see this number here, 300 plus? That's how many different chemical reactions in your body rely on magnesium to even happen, over 300. It helps your muscles relax, manages your nerve signals. I mean, it's a perfect example of a tiny amount having a massive impact. And finally, let's talk about the support staff. Now, these aren't always technically called nutrients in the same way, but let me tell you, without them, the entire operation would completely shut down. Just look at this. You are, for all intents and purposes, a sophisticated cucumber with anxiety. Being about 60% water just shows how foundational it is. Going without water for a few days is way more dangerous than going without any food. And it does everything. It's your built-in air conditioner, regulating your temperature when you sweat. It's the delivery driver for all those other nutrients in your bloodstream. And it's the waste disposal system that flushes all the toxins out. And then you have fiber, the janitorial staff for your digestive system. Soluble fiber, the kind in oats, forms a gel that helps you feel full. Insoluble fiber adds bulk to, well, keep things moving along smoothly. And maybe most importantly, it's the food for all the good bacteria in your gut, which we're learning affects everything from your digestion to your mood. So our bodies aren't just building and fueling, they're also under constant attack. And the enemy? These things called free radicals. You can think of them as tiny molecular vandals that just run around causing damage to your cells.
And this is where our final unsung hero swoops in.
Antioxidants are your body's personal security detail. They are the cleanup crew that finds these little vandals and neutralizes them before they can cause any real harm. They literally protect you from inflammation, aging, and disease.
So, we've met the whole team, the macros, the micros, the support staff. The big question is, how do you actually get them all on your side? How do you put this team to work on your own plate? Well, the answer is actually a lot simpler than you might think. The single best strategy is to eat the rainbow. It turns out that the different colors in fruits and vegetables actually correspond to different vitamins, different minerals, and different antioxidants. So loading up your plate with a ton of different colorful foods like these is basically the easiest way to make sure your entire team of nutrients shows up for work every single day.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. This isn't about being perfect, it's just about making small improvements. So looking at this incredible team of nutrients, what's just one new color, one new player that you're gonna add to your plate today?